Hello, today we're going to present the famous writer George Orwell and his equally famous novel 1984. George Orwell was not the real name of the writer, but just a pen name. His real name was Eric Arthur Blair. He was born in 1903 in India and died in 1950 in London. He was an English novelist, journalist, and critic. Philosophically and politically speaking, Orwell opposed totalitarianism, a form of government which prohibits opposition parties, restricts individual opposition to the state, and exercises a very high degree of control over public and private life. Instead, Orwell was in favor of democratic socialism, which means that he supported democracy within a socially owned economy. Among his numerous writings, we can mention 4 books. The first one, entitled The Road to Wigan Pier, and published in 1937, dealt with the bleak living conditions of the working class in England. The second one, Homage to Catalonia, was published in 1938. It dealt with the Spanish Civil War, which took place between 1936 and 1939, and opposed Republicans, who were close to the Socialists, and the Nationalists, and their leader Franco, who was close to Hitler. This book was a first-hand account of the war, since Orwell actually went to Spain to fight on the side of the Republicans and defend democracy there. The third book is entitled Animal Farm. It was published in 1945, and it is an allegorical novella. The book tells the story of a group of farm animals who rebel against their human farmer. It is actually a criticism of Stalinism. The last book is the most famous one, 1984. It was published in 1949, and it is a dystopian novel which denounces totalitarianism. Orwell finished writing the book in 1948, and it is said that he simply switched the last 2 digits of the year to obtain 1984, the title of the book. Now, let's focus on this novel, 1984. First of all, the story is set in Oceania, a superstate which covers many English-speaking countries, as you can see on the map in black. The country is constantly at war with either of the 2 other superstates, Eurasia, in red on the map, and East Asia, in light green on the map. It is a one-party system, so with only one political party ruling the country. the English Socialist Party, shortened in INGSOC, English Socialists. And you can see the logo here of this party. The thoughts of the citizens are controlled by the thought police, with agents working undercover, which means that the agents of the thought police can be anybody, people you thought were your friends, your neighbors, turn out to be agents working for the police. For complete surveillance, houses and apartments are equipped with telescreens, special devices which look like flat TV screen, but which can see and hear what each citizen does or says. A new language has been invented. It is called Newspeak, and it is meant to simplify the language so as to limit the freedom of thought of people. Indeed, the fewer words you have, the less you can express subversive ideas. There is also a dictionary of Newspeak, and each edition which comes out is supposed to be thinner than the previous one. Fewer and fewer words each time. This is the aim. To finish, we can quickly mention the way the state is organized, with, for example, the Ministry of Peace in charge of supporting the war. There is also the Ministry of Plenty, which means beaucoup, which rations food and other products. The role of the Ministry of Truth is to control information, like newspapers, for example. And I kept the best for the end. The Ministry of Love is in charge of arresting the dissidents and even torturing them, if necessary. This is the end of this presentation. Goodbye.